Welcome back to the pod. I'm Alex.
I'm Brandon.
And this is Two Nerds in the Universe, where we have in-depth discussion of all things nerdy and give you opinions nobody asked for.
We actually have a whole bunch of nerdy stuff we want to talk about today, but before we do that, here is a word from our sponsor real quick.
This episode is brought to you by Leal Insurance Services. Because guessing your auto, home, and business coverage is not a strategy. Get reliable coverage, clear guidance, and real support at lealinsurance.com. And now, back to the nerdiness.
And welcome back. Before we actually get into our nerdy stuff today, unfortunately, the world has lost yet another gem. This has been a rough year, a rough 365 days in terms of famous people dying, I gotta be honest. Robert Duvall, he is unfortunately no longer with us.
He just passed away yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday. Absolutely sucks. February 15th.
For anybody that doesn't know or doesn't remember who Robert Duvall is, he's played in The Judge. He's Robert Downey Jr.'s dad. He's played in The Godfather. Mm. He's the adopted brother. He's the lawyer.
Secondhand Lions. He's one of the two grandpas right there.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this may be a hot take because he's a great actor, and he's obviously it's hard to compare Secondhand Lions to a lot of his like more dramatic stuff, such as Godfather and whatnot. Yeah. Right? I think there's certainly an easy argument to be had that that's one of his more better stuff, considering it's a little more iconic
and it's more serious.
But for me personally, I remember watching Secondhand Lions. I remember him talking to those greasers who were kind of being obnoxious at the bar or the restaurant or whatever.
It was at the restaurant, yeah.
And he's over there, he's beating them up, and it's just a good story. He's over here saying, like, I fought in 2 world wars, you know, I've led men into a battle from everything from cannons to tanks. Yeah. I've only loved one woman.
That's another movie where it's a great example of greed is not rewarded, because in that entire movie, the only reason that they had reached back out to the grandparents or the kids' parents, why they reached back out, is because they just wanted the fortune that everybody talked about that they had. So that was the only reason. But obviously, he kept pushing them away. Their son stayed, and he ended up creating a bond with his grandparents. And then they would tell him all the stories. So if you think about going to your grandparents, and now kids have to take well, at least take me the PlayStation. At least let me take my iPad. Because you go to your grandparents' house and you're like, I might be bored, right?
God forbid.
Imagine getting dropped off at a farmhouse years ago, and they do nothing but sit on the porch. So all you can do is sit on the porch. Because he's even asking his grandparents, like, can we do this? No. Can we do this?
No.
What? I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Well, that's just too damn bad.
That's literally what's going on. So... but the cool thing is they end up telling him stories about their past life, and their life is insane.
Absolutely amazing.
It's a movie. Everything that they experience.
That's another thing that I absolutely love about that movie is that they have such an interesting life, and yet they still choose to live. I think what makes most people happy, certainly here in America, the middle class. Yeah. That's all we really care about. We just like having a house, piece of land to call our own, you know, and just living with our loved ones.
Yeah,
it's nice to have Ferraris and $1 million trips to Kosovo or whatever. Yeah, but I mean, for goodness sake, just give me some peace. That's worth more than gold.
Well, that's what they had in the movie, and that's what I think what really carried the movie is them talking about their past life and how they choose to live their life now, which is completely isolated from the world. So it's a really good movie. Yeah, he's somebody else that just passed away, and that really sucks because he's I'm not looking at it now, so I don't want to just throw out there he's like a 20 or 30 actor of all time, but he is really well known. And he's got to be up there as far as the list and how well respected he was, you know what I mean? And within Hollywood and certainly with moviegoers and movie watchers. So absolutely. I think that was pretty good. Another piece of news that I thought was so cool, at least I think it is, because I love this movie so much. One, because I'm religious, right? I'm a Christian, so I can understand why the movie would scare the hell out of me. But even on top of that, too, even if you're not a religious person, watching that movie gives
you the creeps, right?
It gives you so much, like, I don't know how to... I say ansia, but like it's just you're so scared watching it, and the movie is as above, so below. And the good news is, from what I read and what sources are saying, As Above, So Below 2 is in the works.
Greenlit?
It is greenlit. It looks like they're working on it now. They're working on a script. They hopefully they film soon.
What's the story going to be? I left my wallet.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna just buy a new one. So if anybody hasn't seen As Above, So Below, it's about the catacombs in Paris, right? And how I think the idea or what goes behind the catacombs is you eventually start burying everybody and you start growing your cemeteries. You're gonna run out of land at some point. So in Paris, they ended up bringing their bodies and their loved ones underground, and that is the catacombs under Paris.
Yeah, they killed so many people during the French Revolution. It's like we gotta throw these people somewhere.
Yeah, so they put them in the catacombs, and now fast forward, As Above, So Below is a movie about them going into the catacombs to find the stone, and along the way, they're in for a rude awakening. There is so much bad stuff that is in the catacombs, omens under there.
It's been years since the movie's been out. I think we're certainly clear for a for a spoiler of some kind. But I mean, Dante's Inferno, definitely the book, that being the 7 layers of hell. That's a core theme of the movie. You know, going down and down and down, gets worse and worse and worse.
And what scares me about it is, because I believe in hell and because I believe it's a real thing, the entire movie they're talking about how they're crawling on their bellies as they enter the gates of hell or the belly of the beast. And they look at each other and he's like, that's what I was afraid of. And they start crawling in there and I'm like, I'd rather starve at the gates than go. The only way out is to go deeper and further. So if anybody hasn't seen that movie,
it's pretty tricky.
This is not one of those movies where I say you have to go watch, but it's kind of like if you can separate a movie from reality, and this is tough. Like we're not even just talking about something that's fake. Like we're talking about stuff that's real. It's a tough watch, but it is a really good movie, and I like found footage horrors, and that is one of them. And I think I will go as far as to say, As Above, So Below is a top 5 found footage horror movie. One, because it's incredibly scary, not only for people that don't believe in God, but if you do believe in God and you do believe in heaven and hell, and you watch that movie the entire time, they're going further and further into the depths of hell, and you're sitting there and you're like, why would you just stop? Just stop.
Once you read that sign, abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
Oh my
I mean, like, that's a good sign to, like, maybe don't go further.
Back now. Yeah. Like, dude, it's incredibly.
Hold on. I heard a strange noise. Let's go down there a little bit.
Yeah, and then you see the Grim Reaper, or you see the devil walk by. Oh, dude, I don't do that. So, anyways, that's a new movie that's coming out, and I know me and my siblings have gotten together at some point to watch those movies, and that movie is extremely terrifying. So I'm actually excited about that one.
Absolutely.
Another piece of news that I thought was actually really interesting. It's almost impossible to believe, and my producer had told me about it. Odyssey, right? Everybody's so excited for that movie. Who better than to direct one of the greatest stories ever than Christopher Nolan?
One of the greatest directors.
Especially the cast that they have in that. You've seen the cast that they have in the Odyssey.
A little bit, yeah. We got John Bernthal, we got Tom Holland,
Matt Damon, Robert Pattinson, Lupita, Anne Hathaway, Travis Scott. They have so many people coming out, and I might be forgetting somebody, but that's just to say that they have a star-studded cast.
Absolutely.
Not saying Travis Scott is a part of the star-studded, but I mean, obviously in the
famous name is a draw.
He is. But the crazy thing about that movie and what seems virtually impossible to believe is, do you know the length of the northern border of Colorado?
Yeah, absolutely. Off the top of my head, for sure.
Okay.
Everybody learns about it in school.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you something you already know then.
Okay.
For
them who don't know.
For the people who don't know, the length of the border, the northern border of Colorado is 364 miles.
Yeah. I was going to say that.
Apparently, the length of the IMAX film that they have done just for Odyssey is longer than 364 miles.
Approximately 400 miles.
Approximately 400 miles of IMAX footage.
Film.
Of film.
Roll.
Just rolls and rolls of IMAX film.
How long's the movie? Roughly 3 hours, I assume?
I think I'd probably say safest like 2 to 3 hours.
I can't imagine it's more.
It's kind of around, I see it around the same lengths as something like Endgame, Infinity War, Avatar 2, Avatar 3. Oppenheimer, right? Christopher Nolan.
Or speaking of Oppenheimer was only 11 miles.
So the movie Oppenheimer, the film length, the IMAX film length of that one was 11 miles long.
Only 11 miles.
389, to be exact, miles longer of film.
What? There's no way they use all of that. It feels to me like most of it's a waste.
Yeah, but he's probably doing it to get the best scenes possible. Where if it's like, hey, I got an abundance of scenes I could put in this movie. Let me see exactly like how limited am I if I have 365 miles of film? You know what I mean?
Those poor actors too. Goodness gracious, to act.
I mean, maybe not
enough.
How anticipated
to have
is
300. What?
How anticipated is that movie?
Very anticipated. I won't sit here and say it's the most anticipated movie that we've ever had, and yet the other movies have had. I don't know if this is the first time I've ever thought about the film length.
No. But as far as like
probably not 400 miles.
Anticipated, we already know how great Christopher Nolan is, right? So it just seems like has he reached his peak? We don't know, right? But you're sitting there and you're like, man, could the Odyssey be like the greatest thing Christopher Nolan has ever done? And that's already given that he's done Oppenheimer, Interstellar, Inception. There's Batman, Dark Knight. There's so many good things that he's given that you might be, hey, the Odyssey might be the best film he's ever given us. How highly anticipated is it? It's extremely anticipated. I would go as far as to say as people that are just, you don't even have to be like a Marvel fan to be invested into Endgame. I feel it's the same thing with moviegoers and movie watchers, that you're so invested in Christopher Nolan's filmography that you're like, I'm so excited to see one of the best stories ever told and has gone through generations and generations.
It's a great epic for sure. The Odyssey, great epic. Yeah.
So that being entrusted to Christopher Nolan to give you on film with that cast, this is one of the most highly anticipated movies of all time. Yeah. I don't even have to be alive in the 60s and 70s and 80s to know that this is probably up there with them. I'm really excited to watch it. I feel there's no way that you have that much length of film. There's no way you can't get the best possible scenes together to give you the best possible movie.
I expect gold.
So if you go in there and you watch the Odyssey at the end of the year, this movie has to be at least this in order for it not to be deemed unsuccessful. What is that for you?
8.5.
So it's got to be better than 85%, or you think it's a letdown?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, without as much as we've talked about it, with as much as he's obviously putting out there. By the way, if you guys didn't know, we have 400 miles worth of film roll on this. It's a weird thing to throw out there. I don't know of any director that's done that, but cool. If that's the case, then I expect it to be gold.
Okay, well then, yeah, that's fine. But I'm really excited for that movie. Everybody, if you know me, you know how excited I am for Brand New Day. Mm-hmm. How excited I am for Doomsday. Mm-hmm. Doomsday. Dune 3 and Doomsday. Right? I'm all about Marvel and Dune. I'm more excited for the Odyssey than I am for any other movie.
That's a wild take. I'm certainly not. I enjoy Odyssey. I can't wait to watch it, but certainly Doomsday takes the cake for me.
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
So you're not
Dr. Doom.
So you're more excited to see Doomsday than you are the Odyssey.
Absolutely, yeah.
The only thing is that people question on Doomsday is the direction you're going.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr., was that just a last second pull to try to save yourself from giving DC projects or what DC used to give?
Yeah, is this like the Star Wars, Marvel equivalent of Star Wars bringing back Palpatine?
Yeah, just to try to save something. You know the Odyssey is an excellent story. You know that there's no way you can butcher the story because the story's already amazing. That the everything about it is amazing. All you have to do is follow what's already given to you, right? Why was Game of Thrones season 1 through 6 perfect?
Because they follow the script.
Why was Harry Potter 1 through 8 perfect?
Because they follow the script.
Well, there's a script there, brother, and it's an amazing script that has lasted hundreds of years. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually curious when the epic poem of the Odyssey was transcribed or when it was written.
It was written by Homer long before we even discovered the city of Troy. I know that much.
Do you have any idea?
Yeah, absolutely. The exact year for sure. Who doesn't know it? I don't know. I know the key points. We definitely read it back in high school. Certainly one of the cooler things that we read. We even watched the movie, which made it even cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them, I think. It's a good follow up. I don't know. Like when I first heard about it, it was like a good follow up to Troy in general. But I know that they're completely separate.
So this is what it tells me, which is something that sounds insane. The Odyssey is generally believed to have been composed by Homer in the late 8th or early 7th century BCE.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
that's insane for a story to still be around that has still lasted that long, and we're finally getting a movie. But who better to do that movie than Christopher Nolan?
I mean, a remake. I mean, we've certainly had movies in the past, in the 70s. And I know you don't watch those movies, which is lame, but we've had epic movies like that being made. I will say, if anybody's going to make a better movie, it's certainly going to be Christopher Nolan. Yeah,
than any other director you've had before.
It's also like it's the paint. You know, I don't want to judge a movie based off of the paint, but certainly the paint is there for a reason. It helps with the realism of the movie. It helps with certain entertaining aspects of the movie itself.
Yeah.
So adding the paint to it certainly couldn't hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
What did y'all think of his last project?
What did I think of Christopher Nolan's last project? Are we referring to Oppenheimer? Oppenheimer is one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
He certainly watched it multiple times.
I understand people will go to the movie and say Oppenheimer is a snooze fest. I was so bored. You know, the thing about movies though is that a movie doesn't always have to be explosions everywhere and insane plot twists and all that. A movie can be so amazing because of the dialogue, because of things that you don't normally see in any other movie. That's the same thing in Oppenheimer. The entire time you're watching Oppenheimer, from the beginning when he is a student in some other country, I can't forget the actual country that he was a student in, but the entire time it's foreshadowing things that he will be plagued by in the future, right? Giving every humanity the power to destroy themselves. It shows neutrons firing off, and it symbolizes they're firing off in his head, but at the same time, it's something that he will give the world in the future. It's a heavy burden that he wears, and the entire time, it's as if they're telling you the story from the future when he's being accused and threatened. In that, they say this is not a courtroom, but it certainly feels like it is a courtroom. And they're telling back the entire story. So that whole story the movie was amazing, because when you think of World War II and you think of all that, your first instinct is to not think, or your first thought is not to think of J. Robert Oppenheimer, right? When I think of World War II, I think of battles. I think of the
Battle of Midway,
right? I think of Hiroshima, and I think of
Pearl Harbor,
all that. But I don't think about what went into making that bomb. But you watch Oppenheimer, he didn't use CGI for any of that movie. He didn't use CGI.
Yeah, he built a nuke and he blew it up.
Dude, and think about the actors in that movie alone. I mean, Cillian Murphy, you know how amazing he is, dressed off of
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders, right? And the other movie, 28 Days Later. You know that he's done so many amazing projects. Oppenheimer, I would go as far as to say that was his best film he's ever given. But just because of everything, the verbal, the nonverbal communication and everything that he does in there.
You say that, but then you call.
He's so, but it's more so than that. It's him being traumatized and playing with the knowledge that he knows the entire movie, and you could see him. And you could see too in the movie that he is a terrible person.
Yeah, he really is.
He gives up on his children. He cheats on his wife numerous times. He's not a good person, right? And I'm never
morally. He's missing something morally.
You give up on your kids and you cheat on your wife. You are not a good person. He was not And if that story is any indication, that's not a good person.
He killed millions of people. We're free.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. He did kill millions of people, like brutally, or helped. He loaded the gun. He loaded the gun that killed millions of people.
I didn't pull the trigger.
He's the reason for birth defects right now.
He is the reason for birth defects that are still alive today.
This is tough, and this is conversations that we technically do not have on the podcast. So I don't want to go into that dark alleyway. There's a lot of stuff on I don't want to say on both sides.
War is ugly, man.
War is ugly. Innocent people do die in war.
War
should have happened. Me and Brandon were both in the military, so I understand some bad things can't take place. But it was also had to be done so that thousands and thousands of children would not be forced to go to war. Imagine you being a parent in that time frame and the military coming to your door and saying, hey, we're here to take your 16-year-old son. Whether he wants to go or not, he doesn't have a choice. You as a parent, should you sit there and say, okay, son, go with them? Or would you try to fight for your son's life because that's not something that he should see? But at a certain point, we had no other choice. So in that movie, that highlights the last resort, well, from what they tell us, the last resort of we have to make this bomb or there's millions of Americans are dying.
I'm not sure if they went this direction in real life. I assume they would. I wouldn't put it past like the snakes up in the government, you know. But in the movie, they show the discussion. Like, first off, we want to drop the bomb, right? And they bring up all these noble reasons for it, right? To prevent deaths, right? And then we want to drop another one just to prove that we can do it anytime we want. And I'm sure that's...
Actually, at a certain point, one of them was an issue because they actually wanted to drop one of the bombs, not on a really populated area. They actually wanted to drop it off on another island, but due to inclement weather, they could no longer go to that island because they were also scared, too, about dropping it and it not working. So once they were up there and they're like, hey, there's a problem. We can't see anything. So how do we know we're dropping it in the right place? Then they're like, okay, well, I guess plan B, drop it on that heavily populated area. So that I'm just going as far as to say, I don't do politics. I don't care about any of that. I'm just going as far as to say the movie Oppenheimer is amazing. If you love film, if you love dialogue, if you love seeing actors the entire time foreshadowing and the pain that he's going through the entire movie, Oppenheimer is amazing.
It shows it for sure.
I don't understand the hate behind it. I don't understand how people say it's boring. It's just because it's not.
There's all
chasing.
Yes.
And bombs.
No gunshots going on.
Yeah. No, it's all dialogue, and the entire time is leading up to what a lot of people say is one of the greatest mistakes America has ever done. And that is that movie. So go watch Oppenheimer if you haven't. Don't say it's boring. Give it a chance. I promise you, if you go into there knowing I'm not going to see car chases and car bombs and crazy plot twists as far as what we see in action movies and everyday movies, Oppenheimer, I promise you, carries and is so much better than a lot of those other
I'm telling you guys, it really is one of his favorite movies. He talks about it. He'll talk about it all day long.
All the time. I love it. I'm actually going to go home and rewatch it now. So anyways, now with that being said,
today we got some nerd stuff for you guys.
And all Brandon came up with a cool idea, and it first had...
That was my idea.
With
Scream. That was my idea.
So it first started with us. Obviously, you know, we love superheroes. We love sidekicks. We love all things like that. So this idea and what we wanted to do was bring up sidekicks, but with a cool little twist. Brandon came up with a couple different ways to give us randomized superpowers, character traits, cities, and what percentage are we likely to become a villain?
Absolutely. The idea is to make our own sidekick, right? Make our own hero, right? And then eventually lead up to a question of who would be the best mentor for us.
As it could be Marvel, it could be DC.
So
hell, let's let it even be The Boys.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I didn't even think about that before, but yeah.
As your mentor?
Goodness gracious, that'd be awful.
Hey, but if anybody's coming after me,
wait, hold on. So I guess
I want Homelander as my boy.
Yeah.
Then I'm safe.
I mean, we sort of see how he's like with his son. You know, he's definitely willing to lend the spotlight to him. To whatever who's Henry.
Oh man, you're talking about butcher's wife's son.
Mm-hmm.
Well, his son.
Yeah. Either way, but you see how he is with him, and he's definitely willing to show the
And
spotlight.
Homelander has one of the greatest speeches ever.
Which was?
I am better.
Oh. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better.
I'm better. I love it. Okay. So anyways, Brandon, if you want to go first so we can make your entire superhero, then we'll go ahead and well, actually if you want, we can do your superhero, then you can go over your mentors and things like that first, or if you want, we can both go this at the same time.
Okay.
Which one do you want?
I'll do the first one.
Okay.
All right.
Brandon's gonna go up.
Actually, no. Actually, I think it would be really fun to see both of us do it the same. So I'll go, and then you go, and then I'll go, and then you go. Okay.
All right. So Brandon's gonna go up first, and he's gonna spin the wheel, and he's gonna see what superpower he gets.
What is my superpower?
All right.
Goodness gracious!
I hope you get something stupid.
I really hope I don't get something stupid.
Oh, get something dumb. Gills.
Ah! Thank God. Time pausing? Bro, the TV show Heroes. All right. His name, funnily enough, is Hero. All right. One of the most powerful created superheroes I've ever seen in my entire life. He's the master of time and space.
Yeah.
All right. Great TV show Heroes. All right. If you haven't seen it, I say great TV show. It's really good up for like the first 2 seasons, and then afterwards they kind of drop off. But it's really good. It's 10 out of 10 good. It's oh my gosh, every episode keeps me drawn in. Yeah. And then they're like,
So ideally, how long do you think you should be able to pause time?
Time pausing. How long?
How long?
I mean, shoot. I mean, the hero is able to do it however long he wants, at the end when he becomes master of time and space. But as for now, time pausing.
I'll go ahead and give you your weakness to your power. In return, you give me my weakness to my power.
Dang.
As of right now, Brandon is time pausing.
Don't do something stupid.
Let's see my superpower. My superpower is I hope it's something good. Gills is on there. I hope I do not get because I can
talk to machines. Hey Siri. Wow, that's great.
No. Alexa.
Yeah, right. I mean, great.
No, I can talk to machines.
So we're talking cyborg level stuff?
Yeah, so
ATM, give me, all your money.
I'm basically Skynet.
So you can be an evil guy.
I mean, yeah, essentially, but every machine. So can I tell a microwave to assemble into some sort of like what the Cube does in Transformers, how it turns something into a machine.
I don't know. I mean, can I tell you? Can I tell? We can communicate. I can talk to you. Can I tell you to be something that you're not? I doubt it. I'm not sure you can transform things by talking to them.
All I can
you can probably tell them to stop, start, however long.
Start.
Car.
So everything we can do
2012. Car. Start.
That's all I can do?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm getting from that. Transforming a microwave into
I can tell it what to do. Everybody else can. That's so whack.
Are we talking levels of Ultron?
Oh, see, so then we could talk about Ultron.
Good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It'd be so cool.
You'd be a good
What do you
villain.
need to pause time, but I get to tell microwave to start 30 seconds. I can do that already.
It says machines. Machines is a broad thing. It's not electronics. It's machines.
Okay, so then as long as
guns,
machines
stop guns. Somebody's trying to fire at you.
Yeah, but you program machines to be able to do what they tell you. So in this
program a
scenario, I should be able to even go further than that.
How so?
Well, I mean, I should be able to tell a microwave or I can't snap fingers, but if I can, I'd snap and tell it to turn into a Decepticon-like robot and kill you.
Become a nuclear bomb. No, that's a little excessive.
That's whack.
Just
so I can
think outside the box. I look at this.
Hey Siri,
I think it's hilarious.
Right, just do that now.
I know. I think it's hilarious to see that. But think outside the box. You can make this fun. All right. Like I said, you could tell guns to stop. You can communicate to machines.
Okay.
All right. So who's firing on you? Who's fighting?
So then no gun can ever shoot at me because I could say stop.
That's a machine
or failure.
A machine gun? I mean, it's a machine.
Okay, I'll play with it. I'll play with it.
You can be fun with it
right now.
Guns, a helicopter's trying to come at you? Nope.
And then it just falls.
There you go. You could be fun with it. Okay. It's kind of like Magneto, just with slightly extra steps.
I like it. Okay.
Dude, at least none of us got gills. You know how stupid that would be?
Yeah.
It's salt water. Fuck. That'd be awful.
Okay. All right. I talk to machines. Brandon pauses time. Okay. Right. Now next one. This is our weakness.
What
is my weakness?
You can't tell guns to stop all that talk.
Everything's battery operated. You can only tell battery operated machines.
What is a good backup for that? So you know what? When I think of these drawbacks, my first mind goes to My Hero Academia. You know, the anime. And those, they could be really creative with that stuff. For instance, we didn't get it, right? Because telekinesis, it is on there. I kind of wish I got it. A little overpowered. If you really think about it, the definition of telekinesis is the ability to move objects with your mind. It's very broad.
There's no limit.
There's no limit to that.
Yeah,
you can move
chronic.
moons, you know, you can move stars.
Yeah.
It's an object, right?
Yeah.
But obviously you can bring things down. I know that him and I played this game a long time ago.
Yeah.
And he rudely said, I got telekinesis. I was like, dude, I am going to be so overpowered.
And what did I say? You can't move objects out of a 5-foot range around you.
It's like, what? Most living rooms are like longer than 5 feet. What's going on here?
Can't even get the TV remote. You have to get up.
Sucks, you know?
Okay.
You put a distance on us, right? So, talking to machines, I think obviously I can be funny with this and be like, it has to have a battery pack for you to be able to talk to it. That's stupid though, right? We're trying to have some fun here.
Yeah.
So realistically, you have to look at the machine. You have to see that, it has to be within your line of sight for you to,
able to control it.
for you to be able to control it.
Okay. All right. I like it. Now
So if somebody's behind you, you know, you can't see
to turn first, see it, visualize the machine, and then tell the machine what to do.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Can you see through walls? So like if there's machines in walls, can you control that?
Oh, you know what? There are some machines in walls that.
So if I see a satellite, I can tell the satellite to stop working and virtually
Or if you Wi-Fi?
virtually
Oh, you know what? I mean, you could.
virtually destroy comms on every level.
You can't see a satellite like from
I can see a satellite.
from ground.
You
from
can
the
see a
ground.
satellite.
I mean, we're not talking about what's that Russian Sputnik.
now I
It's not,
can-
not about Sputnik here. There's satellites up there in space right now. We can't see it.
Yes, you can see a satellite.
That are up there in outer space.
Yes.
There's an AT&T satellite up there right now. I mean, where is it right now?
It's not that you can't see every. It's not that I'm saying that you could see every satellite, but at some points you can see a satellite.
You can definitely see a satellite.
Yeah.
You can see, but by the way, so you just have to be looking at it.
Yes.
Yes, you have to be looking at it.
So you don't have to be in the same room.
No, you do not. I was going to bring that up. You can see it on your phone.
FaceTime him, and he can save the day.
Yeah, absolutely. You could save the day from your phone if somebody FaceTimed
So
you.
as long as you FaceTime me, well, you can't because you have Android. Stupid. But in this case, as long as you have iPhone, you can FaceTime me. I can visually see that machine and tell it what to do.
Yeah.
Being on the other side of the.
Absolutely. If somebody had a bomb that's ticking down, you can, be able to FaceTime it and be able to say, like, stop. And that's if you don't get 100% chance of becoming a villain up here in a bit.
Okay. All right. So that's first. Okay.
You have
So
to see it.
that's my weakness. I have to see it. Okay. Now in
Oh,
your.
all right, pause. And I guess he did bring up there are some machines that are in walls, in floors and all that stuff. So I assume that if you saw schematics of it, I'll even allow you to be able to control the machine
See the blueprints.
via that.
So now I get it.
I could put a little more into it just to make it less broken by saying that you have to maintain. So like I guess if you were to look at an Apache helicopter and tell it to land, right? It'll stay landed. And then you walk away. It doesn't matter if they turn it on, off, and all that stuff. It'll stay there. But if you walk away, then they can turn the Apache
I
helicopter
have
off.
to turn back around again.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, I got something good for you. You ready?
Damn.
You can only
Was that
pause
too harsh?
time for 20 seconds.
I can only pause time for
Yeah,
20
I
seconds.
like that. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. So what I'd say for you is I'm thinking of two things.
Mhm.
I'm thinking of either you pause time, and for you, it could feel like you pause time for 3 hours, and you actually did enough of things that you could do within 3 hours, but real life to everybody else. Well, I mean, essentially, that's really what it is, right? Time.
Yeah.
You paused it. I'm trying to think of how long should you be able to sustain that? Because I feel like you shouldn't be able to just pause time for 3 weeks.
Well,
Do what you want to do.
Not to put it's your buff on me, right? I'm not trying to put ideas in your head, but I've always thought that the drawback of time, being able to pause time, is that you still continue to age, right? So if I sit here and pause time for 3 weeks, the world, only a second's gone by, but I'm 3 weeks older.
The time,
I'm not sure.
Say you were going to live for 99 years. The time that you continue to use and pause is time taken away from your life.
So philosophically, you're bringing up the idea of we all have a destiny and that we all have a set time in which we die. So,
and every time you pause time, you are taking time away from your life again.
Gotcha. That's harsh. Yeah, that's good.
So depending on how much time you choose to pause and stay paused, that takes away from your life.
Interesting.
So
I could die. So what would happen? I'd just like drop dead?
You turn into
like a pacemaker stopping?
Well, you turn into let's say you just reduced to atoms. Just gone.
Ooh, Voldemort action there.
That's Thanos.
Voldemort.
I think of Thanos.
Okay,
when I say reduced to atoms, I think of
the guy who can't take over a school, okay? All right.
He was really close.
He was so close.
He was really close.
Those pesky kids.
But that would be your weakness. Whatever you choose to pause or whatever time you use is used in the back end of your life.
Gotcha.
I think that one's cool. I don't want to just go and say you have like 10, 20 seconds because but I want it to be something better. So be careful how you use your time because you're only going to make yourself. And this isn't to say that you're guaranteed 99 years. What if you're only guaranteed
27? Yeah.
27 years and you used enough. Now you're dead at 20 as opposed to 27, 28.
Harsh stuff.
There you go. That's your weak. That's your drawback to your power. I'm destroying you. Okay. Next one. This is gonna be the city that you reside in.
I gotcha.
Whether you are a hero or villain, that remains to be seen. But this is your city. All right. Brandon City. I hope it's something stupid. Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Dude. There's about to be no crime in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
There might be no people. Let me see.
The 12 people that live there are about to be so safe.
Hopefully people in Iowa don't watch us because they're sitting there like,
hey, we have a lot of crime here. Right? We're proud of it.
We got a lot of good stuff here. The population was 137,000 people.
There you go.
It says that was 2020. So, I mean, it's a relatively small place. I've never seen it.
I've never been there either.
I've never seen
I'm sure it's a beautiful place.
Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It's got a river going through it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Aliens better not go there.
If only you had gills. Be a real
if only I had gills.
Okay, so there, Brandon's superhero in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Let's see where I'm a superhero in. If I'm New York, you're done. Because you're not touching my level. Give me something good. San Jose, California.
There you go, man. There you go. San Jose.
Better than Cedar Rapids.
It's a little more noticeable. I know of the city.
Of San Jose.
San Jose, yeah.
Yeah.
I've driven through California a handful of times.
I've never been to San Jose, but
they probably have Wi-Fi.
Is it okay for me to still no, it's definitely better than Cedar Rapids.
Can you imagine if you got Cedar Rapids?
No, are there even machines?
There's only like 12 microwaves there. That's it. I don't get it.
Okay, well then there you go. Now the next one. Now I know I'm in San Jose. Brandon is in Cedar Rapids. The next one is going to say your percentage of becoming a villain, 10 to 100%.
Time Stopper.
So let's see Time Stopper over here and what his percentage is of becoming a villain.
Oh, holy shit. Oh my gosh. 100%. I'm the bad guy.
Brandon, 100% is going to become.
I'm robbing so many banks. I mean, goodness gracious. I could die any day now, all right? I might as well just get all the money.
Dying at 12 years old.
And I'm at freaking Cedar Rapids. I mean, we got to get the peak,
Wait, do you
the
have
Peak Motel.
City?
I assume we do. I mean, oh yeah, absolutely. There's no heroes there. Who's gonna be there? The Flash? I mean, who's stopping me?
Your net worth after like 80 or like after you're done is only like $80,000.
My net worth is $80,000 by the time I die. Oh, those small town banks.
Okay, let's see my percentage of becoming. I'm a hero.
I'm the legit villain.
Talking to machines. I like it.
30%.
30%. So I'm the hero.
If you think of a hero,
In this
a
case.
known hero that we have, and who do you think would probably be around 30% likely to be a villain?
As of like Marvel? As a Marvel.
Marvel, Justice. I mean, Batman, do you think he's 30%? Do you think he's 10%?
Batman is the...
He's so close, but everybody around him dies, and he still doesn't.
No, Batman is the epitome of a hero, but because so many things bad happen to Batman, yet he still chooses to remain strong in that he refuses to kill. Because he even tells Jason Todd, Red Hood, that it's so easy for him to do that. But if he does that, he will never come back. So imagine...
That's too damn easy.
It's too damn easy. That's what he tells him. So imagine how much bad things can go in your life, yet you refuse to allow yourself to go to that dark place.
That puts him like 10% in my book.
It is very easy that someone would see Batman and not think hero. You would look at him and 100% think villain. But I wouldn't say. Maybe if I'm trying to think 30%, that'd be like off the top of my head, that'd be someone like, I don't know, let me think, Marvel.
Hulk? Hulk is probably a little higher. Maybe Hulk's a little higher.
No,
he's either good or bad. He's out.
I would say like maybe Black Widow, but she was a villain. She was a villain at one point. It's really tough. Maybe like, oh, dude, I want.
You know what? Who I think? Because you just brought that up. I mean, what about Hawkeye? You know, I mean, he became an anti-hero.
Yeah,
with
and then he was a
Logan.
bad guy for a little bit because Loki. In the movies that everybody's seen, Loki was able to touch him with the scepter and he became a bad guy. But it's close to him actually never really becoming a bad guy. So that's fair because out of everybody, Captain America at one point became Captain Hydra.
Oh, yeah.
So he was bad. Savage Hulk, right? He can be bad. Black Widow, of course, was Thor. Thor on the other one is another good one because I don't really foresee Thor ever really.
He's stronger than like anybody. I mean, not very many people are a threat to him to threaten him enough to mess with his head enough
that he
changes his
become
motives.
a villain.
Yeah,
I agree. It's tough. I'd probably say Hawkeye out of like the main Avengers right there too that we're talking about. I'd probably say Hawkeye. So in this scenario, you are
the villain. I did not see that coming at all.
Yeah. So you're a villain that stops time. Okay.
It's pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, it is pretty hard to beat, honestly. Okay, characteristics. I mean, you're already a bad guy. What are you going to be, a charismatic bad guy?
I just care about helping people so much. As a bad guy, as 100%.
I'm going to steal from the billion-dollar corporations in Cedar Rapids.
I swear. That's an anti-hero in my book every damn day. I mean, somebody who steals from the rich and gives to the poor, that's Robin Hood.
But who are the rich people you're stealing from in Cedar Rapids? Like Wendy's? Is Wendy's even a thing over there? People in Cedar Rapids are going to hate us.
I know.
They're like, I really don't know what.
You didn't represent my city well.
Okay.
The tens of us are really pissed. We had a town hall meeting.
Everybody wait.
All four of us,
Okay, Brandon's characteristics for his villain is... That'd be perfect if it
it didn't end up being a
hyper-specific phobia.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
So what's your phobia?
You decide. It could be bats. It could be rats. It could be...
Machines?
Machines, bro. Ah! Oh, no.
Assuming they're cedar trees.
There's a reason I can't leave here, okay? You're surrounded. The whole city's surrounded by them. I can't leave.
I don't know. Man,
pigeons,
low population area. There's water over there. So what if I say water? You're afraid of water.
Afraid of water.
From the pictures, I've never been there. From the pictures, it looks like there's a lot of water there.
It's Iowa, right?
Potatoes.
Can't imagine it'd be, swimmable water. So
I'm gonna say you're scared of extreme allergies. You suffer from extreme allergies.
That's not what that says. It's hyper-specific phobias. I don't have an allergy.
You're scared of machines.
That's like, welcome to the modern era, man. Oh no. Why is Siri talking to me?
You're scared of the sun.
Wow. So now wow, really?
You're scared of the sun.
You can only come out at night.
You can only come out at night.
Vitamin D pills for the rest of my life, huh?
Sunny D. You're afraid of the sun.
This is ridiculous.
Because that's so like OP.
I gave you the opportunity to give me. Wow.
It's so OP.
The
though,
sun? I'm a vampire.
Because
He stops
how
time.
would I ever fight you if you just pause me?
You can't.
You can just go stab my neck in the when
Welcome
I'm
to the
paused.
master of time and space, all right?
No, you're paused.
Kind of OP.
You're paused.
Kind of a big deal.
You're paused. The sun is your phobia.
Didn't know it was Dracula. All right, fine. What's his deal?
That's a good one.
Watch it be greedy.
Stop time at night.
Yeah, you can stop time at night.
There's a villain that basically his character from JoJo. His name was Dio. He's a vampire that stops time.
There you go.
That's basically, I'm about to be that vampire from Jud. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see my characteristic. If I'm 30% likely of becoming a villain, that means I'm a hero. So naively optimistic. I mean, but if I'm really OP, am I ever really being naive? You know what I mean?
I mean, you could say naively optimistic from a society perspective. You know, society can be very depressing to continue to save. I just cleaned up that mess.
So
can you keep it clean for 5 minutes?
So my attitude is I'm optimistic about everything. I can literally be getting beat up like crazy, but I'm still like,
you're still gonna save a little bit
with this smile.
Smile.
Yeah. I am here. Does that mean is that basically what can I say that's just me being optimistic all the time despite like so much bad in Cedar Rapids? I'm there to just be optimistic the entire time. So I'm good with that. It actually fits exactly the type of hero.
You're from San Jose, thank you. Keep my city's name out your mouth. All right.
Okay. No, but nobody's city's name.
Gotta represent, bro.
No one's talking about Cedar Rapids. So you're good, buddy. Don't worry.
Cedar Rapids Bandit.
So the population of Cedar Rapids is probably around that 200,000 because 2020 was a little bit before. San Jose population is almost 1 million. So
a milli.
So it's I think San Antonio is around 1.5, maybe 2. So maybe a little bit less than San Antonio is San Jose, and that's who I am responsible of keeping safe.
Well, you know what? Good luck with the apartment prices. Okay.
Well, you have a lot of fun robbing Wendy's in Cedar Rapids. Okay.
Give me all 10 of your dollars.
So if you knowing what type of person you are, who would you want to mentor you?
I suppose I have the pick of the litter when it comes to villains, huh?
Yeah.
Shoot. Let's see. I got to be honest. I came into this believing that I was not going to get 100% chance of becoming a villain. So I was thinking about superheroes. I could say All for One. Could say All for One from My Hero Academia. Mm-hmm. That dude is super duper smart. Thinks of all the angles. Then again, he is all for one, so he could mess me up to make.
Well, look at exactly what he did to Shigaraki.
Do we want to talk about that?
What?
Do we want to talk about that?
Are we gonna ruin it for people?
I mean, it did just come out. Manga's been out for years, but I mean, the show itself just came out.
And at this point, it's all right, buddy.
It's all right?
Yeah. Everybody reads the manga.
Anybody that's watching anime has already watched that.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Well, then, yeah. Spoiler alert. Pause. All for One possesses Shigaraki. Or tries to possess Shigaraki.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So he could do that for me. Damn. You know, as far as mentors go, villains are the worst. All right. They're always full of themselves. Can you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't be me.
Okay.
Isn't he?
So then you would say you probably... Is that who you would want to go with?
That dude just gives me so many nomus. I mean... Yeah, I'm going to have to say All for One.
Okay. Well, I'd probably say Tony Stark.
For your hero?
He can create any machine for me, and I can literally just control that machine.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, man.
There actually is...
He'll give you a war machine,
there actually is a superhero forge who can create machines. Like, intuitively, he's a genius, so he could just create machines and essentially do what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think on a grander scheme of things, Tony Stark has so much more reach in what he can create and put it all over the world. I'd rather go with Tony Stark. So I think my mentor would be Tony Stark because I can just work with any machine he creates. He can make a million Iron Mans and just put them all around me and I can control every single one of them.
You know, I'm sorry. Now that you're bringing that up, I had to have some time to think about it. Maybe I was a little too premature with All for One. I had to think, because villains, yeah, I have the pick of the litter when it comes to them, but dang, I mean, like, they're just always stabbing you in the back. And the only person I could think of that's relatively okay with the people underneath them is Thanos. And I say that relatively speaking. All right,
As a shirt.
well, obviously, if you're like his daughter, then he's gonna, every failure is gonna come with I'm gonna take out your eyeball and replace it with something that can be a little better with tracking. I'm gonna take off your arm. You no longer have an arm, and now you have like a robotic arm, until you're pretty much not even human. But everybody else,
Yours is tough. Time stopping villain.
I mean, certainly any villain could take use out of that. Joker just randomly killed me one day. It's snowing. Dang it, man.
Yeah, there's not. Besides, even one of our producers saying it's JoJo's Great Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the main villains.
Dio.
Exact same powers.
Yeah. So, I mean, despite that, and it's not the most, it's not the sexiest pick. You're done, dude. I'm destroying you like with ease.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
You think you can beat Cedar Rapids Bandit, huh?
Is that your name over there?
Absolutely, the Cedar Rapids Bandit. All right, you think you can beat the Cedar Rapids Bandit? I paused time.
We've never heard of you. We've never heard of your city.
Because he's been paused the whole time.
Yeah.
So if he's been
That's a
paused,
good thing.
If we haven't heard about you and you've been paused the whole time, then you're about to die soon. So
I don't want to be known. All right, I'm under the radar.
Are you?
Yeah, 100%.
And you took all the money in Cedar Rapids. You took $100,000.
All 10 of them. All $10.
The richest man owns $110 billion. He's the biggest private seed investor for actual seeds.
And he's in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, I live in Cedar Rapids.
There's a person that lives in Cedar Rapids. His net worth is $110 billion.
What's his business?
I don't know. I apologize to you.
Seeds, you said?
Private. He owns the most private seeds in.
He owns the most private seeds in America. I'm taking all of those seeds.
Apologize to you, bro, but to everybody else, I don't know anything about Cedar Rapids.
Question, Brandon, can you also freeze time with somebody else? So let's say
so if I'm holding somebody else's hand?
Yeah, let's say your mentor wants you to freeze time for them, so y'all can do something.
You'll have to ask the buffer over here.
Are you, when you pause time, are you allowed to for somebody to be able to move around with you while everyone else is paused?
If that's the case, would my buff apply to them as well? Maybe this person would live till 95, but every second that he's with me in this time,
with you, yeah.
Then he's also whatever.
You're allowed one person as long you have to be holding their hands, fingers crossed, like
fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm. You have to be holding their hand like this, and then yes, you're able.
What if it's an alien and they have more than one finger?
Find a way.
What do you mean find a way?
Find a way.
All right, it just doesn't make any sense. How about I just place my hand on them and then, yes, they can come along with me. But if I'm holding hands with an alien, I'm like, what tentacle? How does this?
You have to hug them, and then you're able to pause time with them.
What if it is a ghost thing that was also shown in Superman, the TV show, that person who can turn himself into kryptonite? All right, doesn't necessarily have a form, does he?
Why are you so fixated on this?
I want the rules clear for everybody involved, all right?
I can't say, okay, you touch their shoulder. What if they don't have a shoulder?
Then their head. What if they don't have a head?
Yeah. No, you're able to take one
the
person.
Right eyeball.
You just have to physically touch them, and you could take them with you.
Okay.
That's it. So yes, you could take one person.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take one person, it doubles your time because now two people are in there.
So it doesn't apply to them anymore.
Oh,
damn, bro.
To you.
No wonder I became a villain. Trying to save all these people from a fire. It's like,
So if you are pause time and you have someone with you and both of you are in there for an hour, 2 hours are taken off your life.
Yeah, that's fair. That sucks, but that's realistic and fair.
Yep.
Wow.
So the more time you take somebody into the timeless
it's realistic
point
too.
with you, your life is doubled.
Sorry to interrupt. I feel like that's more of a hero trait. If we're talking, if he's 100% villain, wouldn't it make more sense if whoever he brings in is losing their life?
Ooh. Ooh. What if I take their life, their time, because I'm a villain, 100%
And you
villain,
don't tell them.
and I don't tell them every second that they are in my paused realm? It's no longer me that's losing my life. It's them that's losing their life.
And you never tell them that their life is being taken away.
Never tell them.
So so your life is never affected. You're taking other people's lives.
Siphoning off.
But that means you have to take somebody into the timeless point with you.
Yes.
Or if we're talking about multiverse, he just takes himself.
If there's a multiverse, I can just take myself.
So if you were partnered up, like let's say like your villain has the power to go to other multiverses, you can technically just got to be like, hey, I'm you from this multiverse. And I'd imagine that you just build like a child you from another universe.
Oh, I take a child me from another universe, siphon off their life.
Because they have more time.
What happens if I take an immortal person and pause if I'm a villain, I'm definitely doing that. I don't know how long this X person is going to live. It could die in like 2 seconds.
So who's the immortal person you're going to get?
Why
Why did you have to go through all that? Immortal jellyfish live today.
Ra's al Ghul, how about that?
Immortal jellyfish live today. Why would you have to go somewhere else?
I'm sure you would apply. It has to be. Ooh, that's right. Because what if it's an alien? You're going to put a buff that it has to be a human?
No, I'm literally
Could be animals too.
There's literally a jellyfish now in our world that never dies. Did you know that?
I mean, yeah.
What if you wore like a jellyfish backpack and you just touch it right before you go?
Yeah, just keep a jellyfish in your backpack.
There you go. Absolutely. My costume is the jellyfish.
So that's what you're like.
Yeah. So you look like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ha! Davy Jones.
Davy Jones.
Do you fear death?
Yeah, that's what you are. That's what you are. Okay, so that would be cool. You're the villain, I'm the hero. Say at a certain point we do meet up in the city, whether that's
when you're on your vacation
San
home
Jose.
to Cedar Rapids.
No, when I'm driving through Iowa, let's say my car breaks down in Radiator Springs, Cedar Rapids, and I have to fight you. Am I winning?
That is a very good question. All right, because I can pause time.
Oh, you pause time, but do you pause my machines?
Why would they move?
Why would they move through time? Why would?
Because
if I'm pausing time and you're utilizing.
Yeah, but you can. So then you can easily just say, "I'm gonna pause everything around me and kill
I'm
you."
OP. I'm the master of time and space.
No. Because mine is kind of like I have to visually see the machine. You just keep a jellyfish in your backpack and you're good to go.
I mean,
no, you stop.
They have to leave. I'm allergic to water,
time,
right?
You pause all living creations.
The sun.
When you pause time, you pause all living creations. That does not include my machines. So I'm basically Robotnik.
Well, would a car keep?
Yeah. What would a car do during this moment? If I'm pausing all of time, all of the universe,
I could literally tell robots to like circle around me while time is paused, so you can't get next to my body. Or I can tell my Iron Man suit don't open up.
Fair. I can't mess with an Iron Man suit.
Or I can get the Hulkbuster to come around me, and now you can't.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do with a Hulkbuster with pause time?
You're gonna have to unpause time because you need to fight me.
I can't get in there,
Yeah.
If you were out of it, then heck yeah, there's a million different ways I can kill you.
Okay, that's fine. Even if because I could literally just make a tomb around me.
Yeah.
That is so strong that you can't even get inside.
Absolutely. I mean, to be clear, machines are still paused. If I'm pausing the whole dang universe, time has paused, then certainly machines would still be paused as well.
Sure, I guess.
So, but I can't think. I mean, unless you want me to pause and then like freaking cars ram into each other.
What is your name?
The Cedar Rapids Bandit, buddy. What are you doing? Cedar Rapids Bandit.
That's terrible. So does my name have to be something with San Jose?
It doesn't have to be.
No.
I just think mine is really, really cool.
What is it?
The Cedar Rapids Bandit, baby.
That's terrible. I'm trying to think of a good superhero name for mine. I can control machines. I can talk to machines. I'm gonna go ahead and tell some of our viewers out there, if you have a good name that can be for a hero that talks to machines, definitely comment.
Iron
I'm
Will.
trying to think of one.
Iron Will.
I don't want to put Iron because there's already
Iron Heart, Iron Man.
there's already too many irons. I'm trying to think of something that's really that's really specific to what I can do, having to do with machines and having to be able to communicate with them. So I need to think on that one because I'm trying to think of your Cedar Rapids Bandit is terrible.
No, it's not. It's super duper cool.
No,
don't you guys think? Cedar Rapids Bandit. I got tentacles for a face.
Hey, real quick. Just because you watched it already, I want to see what you rate Send Help. And I just thought about it right now because I was actually watching some people's reaction and reviews on it, and I completely disagree with their reviews. What do you think about Send Help?
Are they saying something bad? I love Send Help. It's like 93%. It's probably one of the best movies I've seen all year so far.
I mean, we're only in the
Scream is like 10 days away, so I mean.
And Scream should have stopped a long time ago.
You should have stopped a long time ago.
You know what Scream is like? Scream is like Fast and the Furious. It's like it was a really beloved franchise in the beginning, but at this point, it's like you're doing too much.
Absolutely not. I love watching all the movies, every single one of them. They all have their charm. I would watch it on a random Tuesday. Any one of them on a random Tuesday.
Scream 5 is when they should stop. Same thing as Fast 5. I think you should have not gone anything past 5. You should have not done anything past Scream 5.
How about you watch Scream 7 before you make that decision?
It's already, at this point, it's like, are we running out of things to talk about?
I'm excited for what Scream 7 could potentially be. First off, to answer your question, I think Send Help is a fantastic movie.
What do you rate it?
It was hilarious. I think it was a 9.3.
You give it a 9.3.
9.3. I think it was really, really good. Hilarious. I mean, we're not going to spoil anything just yet. We'll wait till the end of the year to discuss the best movies of the year.
Who do you think was better in there, Rachel McAdams or Dylan O'Brien?
Dylan O'Brien.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think Rachel.
I mean, he wasn't like the best acting that I've seen him do, but there's a couple of them that I think he hit the mark on.
I think he played an excellent asshole in that movie.
Yeah, that's all trailer. So yeah, I think he played an excellent asshole for sure.
Yeah, but I think Rachel McAdams, her tapping into that survivor side, I think I've never seen her play that role. And she was just terrifying in that entire movie. Well, I don't want to say in the entire movie because obviously there's a transition in her personality from the beginning to the end. But I think she killed in that movie. I'll give that movie a 9.5.
I love the ending too.
I think it's very close to being a 10. I think there's a couple little things,
couple tweaks
that could have changed a little bit. But as far as the movie Send Help, I thought it was great. If you haven't seen Send Help, go watch it. It's in theaters right now. Rachel McAdams, Dylan O'Brien. It is by Sam Raimi. Don't make the mistake of taking my 8-year-old son.
There's a scene.
I didn't really know.
Eventually, gory.
I gave him my phone and told him, just play on my phone, buddy. You don't even have to watch this.
Yeah, there's a pretty gory scene in that.
It's not that there's nothing like sexually inappropriate in the movie. You see Dylan O'Brien's butt, but like there's nothing sexual in the movie.
Yeah.
The thing that's crazy is, of course, it's a Sam Raimi movie, so I should have known it was gonna be gory, but I was like, I mean, it's an island. Like she probably gets a little crazy. It seems like that's what the trailer wants you to think. How crazy can it be? And I was like, yeah, come on, son. I don't even think it's gonna be that bad. 30 minutes in, I'm like, here.
That was pretty gory.
That's my phone. Just play on my phone. He's there the whole time, just playing on my phone, not trying to watch the movie.
Would recommend that you watch the movie at a good theater, if nothing else. You know, I mean, we watched it at Flick's Brewhouse. I think that one was a great place to be at in general. But I'll be watching Scream 7 at Flick's Brewhouse as well. I think that's always a good ideal place to be. Obviously, there's a couple of theaters in the area that I think
but that really place is more less. It's not really kid oriented. It's like date night, adult oriented. They have beers, drinks, food. And if you're trying to go to a good theater establishment and not try to hear kids so much.
I would say I think there actually is a rule. It's up there on the back of the wall, or it should be at every location, where they actually stop letting kids in at a certain point. Yeah. So of course it is ideal for a date night, but if you wanted to take your kids for an evening or during the day, then certainly you can bring them and do that.
Yeah.
But they're very cognizant of the fact that kids can be like, why is he doing that, Mom? It's like, oh my God, shut up.
Yeah, and it's like, you talk one more time, I'm going to go get this guy and he's going to throw you out. And I'm going to watch this movie.
Yeah. Sir, please. We're going to take you and leave your son here, okay?
Well, anyways, if you haven't seen Send Help, definitely got to watch that. We saw it. Really excited. Scream 7 is coming.
Are you excited for Scream 7? At all?
I mean,
I know you were sitting there
I
talking
think
some
it'd be really
blasphemous
cool.
stuff.
I know you don't like it, but I really like it. I think it'd be really cool if Stu Macher came back.
I would hate that so much.
I think it'd be really cool. I think he's making I don't want to say he's making a comeback because it's an amazing franchise, but I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's, people are watching. There is a following for Five Nights at Freddy's, and obviously he's in it. So it's kind of stands to reason. It's like, hey, he's starting to come back to the forefront of some of these horror movies that we're seeing recently. What if we brought him back in Scream 7? I know everyone just says, no, he died with the TV.
He did, 100%. But they toyed with it with Scream 6, like, if you believe he died. I think that was just a little wink and a little poke at the fans who still to this day are wearing shirts, Stu lives, and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here really hoping that he comes back. I don't think that's the direction that they're going in. I think they're utilizing that as a marketing scheme to get people butts in seats. But I do believe he is dead. I think whoever the killer is for Scream 7 is utilizing some form of AI in order, similar to what we saw with Scream 3, where they end up having that voice changer, where it's able to mimic everybody. It's a little too early to have something technology like that, admittedly. There's a lot of things that happened during the filming of Scream 3 that kind of, they had to throw something in there last minute. We'll talk about that in the future. But with Scream 7, now with AI being around, that is something that is legit possible. I mean, it's pretty scary what we're seeing on Instagram and Facebook. I mean, there's a whole scenes that I've seen of like speeches that I've seen that I would legit tell you are real, and at the very end they're saying like this was all AI
generated. And you're like, I would have believed that.
I would 100% believe that. Yes.
Oh, I get it.
So I think with the technology that we have now, that is possible for Scream 7. It's very possible that they're utilizing the voices of the dead killers in the previous Scream movies, such as Mickey Altieri. I'm pretty sure that his voice will come up. Billy,
Mickey.
Stu, Mrs. Voorhees.
Yeah.
Sorry. Mrs.
That's literally what she is.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Billy's mother.
All
right.
Billy's mom.
All these people, I think they'll bring in these voices to really mess psychologically with
So it's safe
Sydney?
to say you're really excited to see Scream.
I am. I think based off everything that I imagine they could go with this, I think they're not bringing back Stu. I think they're just using him as butts and seats sort of marketing. And I think it'll be somebody completely new, somebody that you don't see coming, because otherwise, like, I know the killer now. There's no mystery there anymore.
I get it.
So,
are y'all excited to see Scream 7? Is my take of they should have stopped at Scream 5, same thing as Fast and the Furious 5. Is that an insane take? Do you agree? Please put down in the comments. Let us know if you agree, if you disagree. Thank you for everything that you do and all your support.
Our take on our superhero and supervillain, I guess, and our sidekick to our superhero, supervillain.
Yeah, who we just mentor us.
Who do you think would win? Is it the
I haven't come up with a name yet, but basically like Skynet kind of thing.
Skynet, or is it the Grand Rapids Bandit, baby? All right. Who wins? All right, let us know in the comments.
But thank y'all again for all y'all support. We are well on our way to, I think at this point, 200,000 views. Only been around, I think this is like 9 or 10 episodes, so 2.5 months. So we're well on our way. But thank you to everybody that continue to support us. I know I have a couple people that always message me and are always talking about our episodes and the things we do. So I want to give a shout out to Raul, Aaron, Eric, Elian. All you guys really reach out to me all the time. Thank you to Raul real quick. I don't know if we said this, but my brother Raul actually came over here to do all this for us. Brandon really did just stand there and watch.
Held the flashlight the whole time.
I want to thank Raul
during the
coming
day
out here. And then shout out to my boy Julian, Art by Rapid on Instagram. He's doing this canvas for us, so that's going to be coming real soon. So I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for the direction we're going, the success that we are having, and we're going to continue to do so. So thank y'all so much for everything you do to help our dreams come
100%.
true. So thank y'all so much, and continue to subscribe, like, share, and we thank you for all the love and support. So we'll see y'all soon.